Both teams have circled this game on their schedule. Two of college football's elite colliding here in a matchup of top 5 teams early in the season. As we'll see the number 5 team in the country, the Florida State Seminoles, taking on the 3rd-ranked team, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined here in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get to the action on the field. And the Seminoles will kick this deep to get us going. They'll return it from inside the 5. He's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. So Notre Dame. Chance to start this game off. And here comes one of the elite running backs in all of college football. When he gets the ball in his hands, it's just hold your breath time, Kirk. He's been electrifying.
He sure is. The embodiment of a superstar. The bona fide runner with ill intentions for the defense. This offense leans on him, and there aren't very many times that he doesn't come through for him.
Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Just past the 35. Moving right through the contact. Oh, and now he fumbles the ball. Looks like the offense able to recover it there.
Oh, my gosh. The defense is attacking that football. That ball's on the ground. They almost come up.
The replay official has signaled that he wants to have another look at this play. So after taking a closer look, the officials will be ruling. First and 10 now for the offense. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. Defense gets him down, but they'll take the gain on that play.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on first down.
They'll try the ground game here with the running back. Nice run at the 30. They stop him at the 23. This offense is getting close to the red zone.
You know, everybody always wants to talk about quarterbacks today and receivers, and don't get me wrong, that's a big part of the evolution of the game and where we are. But man, for me, as a fan, when I'm watching the game, there's just something satisfying about the teams and the offenses that still have backs that can carry the ball and come up with plays like that. Move those sticks and keep this drive going.
Here's the second down play. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. And he goes nowhere. Stop cold behind the line of scrimmage.
This is a great job of being prepared by this defense. Almost anticipating this play. They're in position to bring him down for a loss.
Dropping back. They're going to throw for the first down. Grab made by the tight end. They bring him down, but not before he picks up first and goal yardage to the 9.
Well, you talk about a huge conversion. That's 3rd and long. It doesn't matter for these guys. They just keep going about their business. Great connection between this quarterback and receiver on that one, and now they're in business.
They trap him and sack him back at the 10.
Well, this is exactly how you can slow down the momentum and a rhythm of an offense. You got to get some tackles for a loss and some sacks. This time, they come up with a sack by getting after that quarterback.
Ball carrier running through tackles. And he'll step out of bounds after a solid gain on that run.
I love to see this by this quarterback. And instead of giving up on the play and just throwing it away or trying to put one into coverage, he just takes off. Reminds this defense what he can do with his legs and almost took it to the house.
And he'll be brought down.
Here we go, Chris. Early in the game, opening drive. This is a big decision and really an opportunity to send a message for this offense. Do you go for this close to the goal line and make that statement, or do you settle for 3?
So on their first possession of the game, the offense stays on the field, and they'll go for it. Try to muscle toward the end zone on the ground. And he runs into the end zone. Touchdown, Irish.
What an opening drive by this offense, and especially this running back. Every single time they gave him the ball, he's getting positive yards behind that big offensive line. And if I'm the defensive coordinator, you better make some adjustments and do it in a hurry. You got to get more guys committed to the line of scrimmage to stop this run game.
Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. And here's the return from inside the 5. And the coverage team able to bring him down. So the Florida State Seminoles offense makes their way onto the field for their first possession. And how about the game within a game today? The running back coming downhill, the linebacker coming up to meet him. We expect some collisions on this field today.
Yeah, this linebacker's going to have his hands full because this running back is a difficult guy to contain. Both guys know where each other's going to be lined up at all times. It's just going to come down to which guy can come up and make a play against the other.
Trying to extend the play. Using his legs on the scramble. The defense will wrap him up, but he's able to scramble for a first down and keep the drive going. Just underway, and this home crowd is fired up and ready to make a difference today. Again, thrown out of the RPO, it is complete. One down after a short gain. It's not going to be first down yardage. Offense getting set up. Here's second down. Looking to throw. It's Alexander. Throwing for his running back. Tipped and then drives. Chance to make a play, but instead it's third down.
It's a good job here by this defense, especially the linebacker and man coverage, but the quarterback needs some help here from his intended target. He needs to be able to find a guy that can separate and pull away from man coverage to be able to make any play.
And the sack is made. That's a nice play there by the sophomore.
Interesting call here by the defense in their dime set with 6 defensive backs. Instead of manning up and applying pressure on the receivers, they sit back. Make it tougher on the quarterback. Make him have to read their zone coverage. He gets confused and allows the defensive line to get to the quarterback.
The Noles will line up to kick it. The offense will punt for the first time this afternoon. Oh, and he's got some space here. And the returner will be brought down. So here comes the Notre Dame offense back onto the field. A beautiful, balanced drive. Reached the end zone last time. Can they keep it going here. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Offense stops the clock with their second timeout to talk strategy. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. And he's tackled right at the 40-yard line.
Hat on the hat up front. Good job opening up the holes. Anytime you can get positive yards on first down, that's a win.
Second down after that run on the previous play. They'll keep it on the ground with the draw play. Trucks through the defender. Taken down, but not before, and makes the first down.
Well, another first down run for Notre Dame. Man, they have such a great history of running the football over the years. I know you know that, Chris, but not just the backs. You think of those offensive linemen they've had in South Bend. Just what a tradition and something I know they're very proud of.
A running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs. And the single back takes the handoff. He's taken down, but that's a nice gain. They'll spot the ball now at the 35.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up. The back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on first down.
Notre Dame getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. There's the handoff. In the clear at the 25. And he takes it all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. Game-breaking speed for the running back to reach the end zone. That is just priceless for an offense.
Chris, that back was able to find that crease in the defense. Let's give credit to the big fellas up front for creating that crease. They all played a key role in that score.
They'll try to add the lead now with the PAT. With the extra point, the lead is 14. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. And he takes this from inside the 5. A returner lost the ball. And the ball will bounce out of bounds, so they avoid the turnover.
Oh, my gosh, Chris. You can almost feel a collective sigh of relief coming from the offensive sideline as that ball rolled out of bounds. The offense catches a break. One more awkward bounce. That ball maybe stays in bounds, and the defense has a recovery.
The game makes it 2nd and medium. Scanning the field, it's Alexander. And he lobs it deep down the middle. Pass incomplete under heavy pressure. Just got it away.
It's pretty simple as a defensive coordinator. When the quarterback drops back to throw, if we get pressure on him, we got a chance to slow him down and win the football game. If we don't, it could be a long afternoon. Good job here by dialing up the pressure.
But they don't connect. It's incomplete, and it brings up 4th down. And the Noles will have to kick it away. Second punt now. His first was a beauty. We'll see what he can do with the return. They finally get him down, but that's a solid return. Good work by the return man. And the Notre Dame offense back out on the field. Remember last time they scored a touchdown. Can they keep clicking here, or will the defense come up with a stop? So here comes the first play of the drive. They'll begin at their own 46. They'll run the option. The back's got it on the pitch. Breaking tackles. Tackle made, but it's enough for the first down. A well-executed option play.
That's another good run for him. This had such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
Handed off for a draw. And the defense able to bring him down to wrap up the first quarter of play. So, Kirk, as we hit the quarter break here, Notre Dame has the lead. And as we reach the end of one, the lead is starting to mount. Let's take a quick look at the first quarter stats before we move on. Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a second down play. And he drops back in the gun. Fires it to the wideout. That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag. Doesn't get it. Brings up third down. They come to the line. A long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. On third down, he drops to throw. A bullet, but it's incomplete. Brings up fourth down.
Hey, the good news is here, Chris, they're still in field goal range, and they didn't cost themselves any points. But they could have more. You've got to be thinking about going for this on fourth and short.
Needs a completion here on fourth down. He's brought down. A sack will end this drive. Huge play here by the defense.
That's really good coverage downfield, and it just looked like the quarterback was waiting and waiting and waiting a little bit too long. By the time he decides to try to make a throw, nothing's open. The result is a sack and a turnover on downs.
It's a fumble. The ball bounces out of bounds, so the offense will hold on to possession. New set of downs for the offense. First and 10. Quarterback pulls the ball. It's a keeper. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Boy, quarterback does everything right except pitch the football. The defensive end's going to take him, which is great. That's what you want. But you got to get that ball out quicker to not allow that defensive end to make that.
They got him. Defense comes up with a sack.
Nothing is more gratifying for a defense to be able to sit back and play zone and still get pressure on the quarterback with your defensive front.
So 2 losses in a row. Back to throw. It's Alexander. Lets it fly to the wideout. And it's intercepted. Beautiful timing there. And that's a solid return after the interception.
It's third and long, so as an offensive coordinator, you can either play conservative or trust your quarterback and take a shot downfield. They elect the latter, and it ends up backfiring.
The Fighting Irish offense is back on the field. Last possession, they were stopped and pulled down, but it didn't cost them anything. And they put together something here. And looking for a big play here. And the pass is dropped. Would have been a big gain, but he couldn't hold on.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
So second down after the incompletion. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. And here comes a deep shot. They try a downfield shot. That's a good effort there, but now it's third down.
But Chris, the offense takes a shot downfield, and this defender does a great job of making a play on the ball. Not only that, he tips that ball up into the air. Good chance for the defense to come up with an interception there.
Fires it to the wideout. He's got it for a big gain. It's a huge gain across midfield. Ball will be spotted about the 31. Notre Dame getting set with a first and 10 now.
Most defensive coordinators focus a lot of their energy on how their unit performs on third down and in the red zone. They give up a couple more third down conversions like that, and they're in for a very unpleasant film session on Monday.
This Notre Dame offense is moving quickly down the field. Here comes a throw from the red zone. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
And you got to love this if you're a defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time they got to him and forced that incompletion.
Coming to the line on second down. This is important. They want to avoid a third and long. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. Contact as he let the ball go. And it's incomplete, targeting a man right near the goal line.
Well, Everybody talks about sacks, and they're very important, but sometimes just the rush, the pressure, affecting the defector. He didn't have a clean throwing lane, and they forced the incompletion.
And he scores! Touchdown, Notre Dame! No surprise there, Kirk. It's a red zone touchdown to the big tight end.
Well, the tight ends are usually much more involved down in the red zone because of their size and their skill set allows them to be more effective down in this area. Now, they may not hurt you on the big, long throw, but they can use their bodies to provide the quarterback a nice target when the defense is so condensed.
And the extra point makes it a 3-touchdown lead. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. Return starts from returner coughs up the football inside their own 20. Offense keeps possession, recovers the fumble. And the Seminoles offense comes back on the field. This offense trying to bounce back. The last possession ended in a pick. Ball handed off. The Soft were able to bring him down quickly.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. Scanning the field. It's Alexander. Gets made on the out route.
And there's the tight end who shows off his hands.
That completion sets up a third down play. It's a quarterback keeper. They bring him down, but the drive has now reached the 35.
Boy, this offense does such a great job of putting the threat of the quarterback and the running back on this defense. It puts the defense in a tough spot because it's really hard to take both away. This time, the quarterback gets out and shows you the speed he has as well.
Offense getting set. It's second down. From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. Quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off. He'll avoid the big hit with the slide.
Chris, watch him work through his progressions here. Finds the first and the second option aren't there. By the third option, he's got to pull it down and try to pick up some positive yards, in which he did, and then he slides down to avoid the big hit.
On third and short, they'll try to throw for it here. Checks this down to the running back. He'll earn the first down, but pay for it with a hard hit.
Hey, I don't blame the defense here at all, Chris, for bringing the blitz. It's third down and short. You got to get pressure on the quarterback, but you got to tip your cap to this quarterback. I think he was anticipating the blitz, so he's able to get the ball out of his hands quickly and pick up the first down.
Getting set. Here's second down. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. Here's a wide-open receiver, complete. Tackle is made, but it's a big gain. They'll move the ball to the 25-yard line.
Good job here by the quarterback putting that ball in the air where the receiver can make a play on it. And I tell you, Florida State has had some great receivers over the years, and this kid is really living up to them.
This offense has gotten going at long last. It's another 1st and 10. Looking for a gap. It's Carter. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. But they run it right into a blitz, and that linebacker was coming downhill, Kirk.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defensive coordinator. You're right. He shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go. By the time he got the ball in his hands, the linebacker's right in his face.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? Looking to pass. It's Alexander. Catch made across the middle by the running back. And he'll be brought down.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
The Seminoles are in the red zone. On the 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. Grab down the middle. It's Owens. Not much after the catch, but it is good enough for a first down.
What a clutch play here by this offense to convert on third down. I know it's still early in this game, but the fact that they've dug themselves a hole to convert there and keep this drive alive, they got a new set of...
The ball is loose. The defense recovers, trying to run this back now.
That's a great play by the defender who forced the fumble, but let's also recognize the heads-up play from the guy who recovered it. They're in the right place, just the right time.
Back in motion now. A pop pass on the jet sweep. He breaks through now, has room to run. But not out of bounds after another big game. They have chewed up this defense with the ground game today.
I really love the way more and more offenses are using the receiver in motion pre-snap. Give him a chance to get the football with a couple blockers in front of him. He's got all that speed built up. You get the ball in his hands, and you better look out. He could be off to the races.
And he'll make his way out of bounds after gaining decent yardage.
You know, a lot of times these types of plays either go for nothing or they can go for a huge chunk of yards. Here they do a nice job of getting it to the outside, turning it upfield, and ended up getting a nice gain out of it.
Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Oh, and he's got it down inside the 20. No stopping him. Takes it all the way. Touchdown, Irish.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. When he catches the football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
And they're able to tack on the extra point. So the offense getting some momentum before halftime with the touchdown. Now they kick off in hopes the defense can get a quick stop. He'll return it from inside the 10-yard line. And he stopped at the 20. Tried to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. Here comes the first play of the... And there's the handoff. They stop him right at the 24. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update.
And it should come as no surprise that we have ourselves a fun matchup in South Bend. Talk about a first half from that dude out of the backfield. He's been a total game changer. And how many top plays moments have we seen on missed tackles alone? Video game moves from one of the shiftiest players in all of college football.
Fields it inside the 5-yard line. Tackled at the 22. Good job by the coverage team. And here comes the Florida State offense on the field. Offense out for the first play of the drive, beginning at the 22. And they'll start the third quarter here on the ground. And the broken tackle there produces a solid gain.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
And he picks up the first down before they get him to the ground.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what. They have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
Now it's second down here. Looking to throw. It's Alexander. Oh, and he misfires just beyond the receiver's grasp. The offense facing a tough conversion here. 3rd and long from the 42. Dropping back. Looking to throw for the first down. Junior steps up and makes an impact play.
Well, that takes the wind right out of your sails. This offense is trying to find a way to get back into this game, and another pressure and a sack against their quarterback.
And the Seminoles will bring their punt team on the field now. Looking to flip the field here. returner tackled right there. That's what will start the drive. And the Fighting Irish offense comes back out onto the field. They've really built momentum in this game. They've been hard to stop. Can the defense make some adjustments? Come up with a stop here. Hey, guys up front lined up. It's first down. And they'll use the ground game here. Moves the ball up to the 30.
I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half. And he's already at it again.
They tackle him right at the 35-yard line.
Now, they didn't bust that for a big play, but it makes this third down coming up a little bit more manageable, and that certainly has a lot of value.
It's third down for the offense. Try and muscle for the first down. He's found some room at the 45. And he's in the clear down the right side. End zone ahead. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. Stretching the lead. This one is getting ugly.
Well, this offense did everything right in that first half. Really put on a clinic, and here we are coming out to start the second half. The opening drive, so much for the defense making adjustment. Put another touchdown up on the board.
PAT is good as they build on this big lead. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. And he'll bring it out from inside the 10. Steps out of bounds at the 19. That's where they'll start the drive. And the Florida State offense heads back onto the field. Last time they were forced to punt it away. Can they get points out of this possession? Using his legs. It's Carter. The sophomore with a strong tackle there.
The defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
The pass rush closing in. Down goes the quarterback. It's a sack.
And just like that, you squeeze the life out of this offense. That's another sack by this defense. They have been in that backfield the entire game, and a big reason why these guys are enjoying the lead.
Now in third and very long, looking to throw. It'll end up being a safety.
Man, that is a big-time play for this defense. Not only do they get a couple points, they get the football back as well. It should give these guys a spark and some momentum.
So after the safety, it's now a free kick coming up. They'll punt it away from the 20. No fair catch, looking to return this punt. He's tackled at the 34 after a decent kick return there. So here comes the Notre Dame offense back onto the field. First down here for this offense. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. He moves the ball to about the 45. That's good for a first down.
Boy, another nice game by this back. He has had a beautiful day today running the football, just kind of in that zone, and a big reason why they have a nice lead today.
On first down, why not keep it on the ground? Breaks loose at the 45. Breaks into the clear. It's a sprint. Touchdown, Notre Dame. To stretch the lead, the route is on.
Wait, Chris, 1, 2, 3. This is his fourth rushing touchdown in this game alone. This guy has a chance to not only be player of the game, maybe player of the week in the whole sport.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. Getting set to kick the ball off now. Return begins inside the 10. He's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. And the Seminoles offense comes back on the field. This offense trying to bounce back. The last time out there, he surrendered a safety. Offense out there to start a new drive from the 21. Here's the handoff. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss in two.
Chris, I'll be really honest with you. I don't know why they continue to try to run the football. I'm all about balance. I'm all about trying to make sure defense has to defend the run and the throw. But at this point in the game, they haven't been able to run the ball. They're going to have to go through the air if they're going to come back and take the lead in this game at some point.
Trying to find room. It's Carter. And they'll stop him short at the line to gain.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
The Noles will have to kick this away. We have punted away for the fourth time today. And the returner will be brought down. And the Notre Dame offense back out on the field. And now the first play of this drive now from the 35. Handoff heading left. He's found some room at the 45. Big play. Moves the ball all the way to the plus 35.
I mean, it seems like every time this guy touches the ball, it's another big gain. This poor defense, it's just not been their day at all. What a dominant performance by this offense on the other hand.
So this defense finally makes a play. That's one of the few negative plays for this offense today.
Yeah, you said it, Chris. They don't have the easiest road to climb back in this one, but little plays like that can be points of positivity of what coaches will likely focus on as they move forward.
Heads out of bounds and a short gain on the play.
I'll tell you, have to sustain their blocks, gave them a chance at a really nice game.
They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. Scrambling, now he'll make the throw. Doesn't hold on. Good hit by the DB. Now it brings up 4th down. Looks like the coach decides to go for 3 points here. Here comes the field goal team. He missed it. That's just some minor blip there in what's been a thoroughly one-sided dominance.
That's a missed opportunity for some points here. The way they were moving the football, I thought maybe a touchdown at the very least, 3 points, but instead he shanks it.
And here comes the Florida State offense on the field. They're coming off a 3-and-out, looking to produce a positive drive here. Run it up the middle, but stuff for no gain. Second down play coming up. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. Looking downfield, it's Alexander. He'll take a deep shot. Oh, that one's picked off. He's got some open field ahead. Follows the pick with a nice return before finally being brought down.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the second half, and the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
No doubt the last drive was deflating. They had to settle for a field goal attempt, but missed it. And that run produces a decent game.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards there on 1st and 10.
Offense comes up to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before the quarter expires. Offense will keep it on the ground here. finding some room at the 25. And a huge gain before he's forced out of bounds. Big yardage to set up a fresh set of downs. So, Kirk, as we hit the quarter break here, Notre Dame has the lead. It's been pretty one-sided so far at the end of 3. Let's check out the stats. Here we go, an exciting start to the quarter as the offense sets up with a 1st and goal. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. Couldn't quite get there. Brought down at the 2. Goal line formation for the defense. They'll try to run this one in. Touchdown, Irish. And this one is getting ugly.
Well, they just continue to do everything right. This offense has looked outstanding from the opening series all the way up to this point, doing everything that's asked of them, great execution, and put another touchdown up on the board.
The extra point is good. They stretch the lead a little bit more. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner opportunity to bring this back. He'll bring it out from his end zone. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16. And the Florida State offense heads back onto the field. This drive is important. Last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. Receiver makes the grab. Makes the 1st down, but pays a price. Big hit there at the end.
Finally, good for them. They come up with a big play like this. Let's face it, offense has been at a premium for these guys. You wonder where plays like this have been all game long.
1st down and 10 now. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up 2nd down.
Well, these guys just continue to struggle throwing the football. You know, whether it's been running the wrong route, the quarterback not being accurate, the offensive line not doing their job. It's been a collective effort, and it's a big reason why they're trailing now in this game.
Offense facing a 3rd and long from the 28. Got to have your pass protection in order in this play. Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. He's escaping the pocket now. On the move, but can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Man, how impressive have these guys been in this football game? I really expected to see a very different outcome with the hype of this quarterback and the way he's played most of this year. But this defense has held him under 200 yards passing. They've got a nice lead, and they are not sitting back and resting on their laurels. They're applying more pressure, and they come up with a sack here.
And the Fighting Irish offense comes back out onto the field. 1st down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? The motion by the back now forces the defense to adjust. Working his way inside the 15. Forced out of bounds after a big gain. This offense set up for the 1st down.
Now, I love how they're using the receiver here in motion. With a weapon like this, just get him the football. Simple throw for the quarterback. He's got all that speed built up. You get him the ball out there in space with a couple blockers, and you get big plays like this right here.
So that huge gain quickly sets up a 1st and goal just inside the 10. Send the back in motion. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Breaks one tackle, gets brought down, but picks up some decent yardage. Solid 1st down gain sets the ball up close to the goal line. And they finish it off here on 2nd and goal. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. And the beatdown continues.
That's another touchdown for these guys, and they have had a day that you dream about, whether it's the quarterback, the running back, the receivers, the offensive line. The entire unit has been dominant.
Extra point try coming now. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. Now they get set to kick it away. He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback, and they'll start at the 25. And the Seminoles offense comes back on the field. They were forced to punt it away last time, so let's see if they can get clicking in this possession. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. Looking to throw it on first down. That's the running back who makes the catch across the middle. The tackle is made, just a short gain after the completion. Second down after that completion. From the shotgun, drops back. The ball is caught. He picks up the first down, but gets drilled on the tackle. A new set of downs after that completion. First down, looking to throw the ball. He's running out of time here. Catch made on the right side. Gets into space at the 50. Breaks clear, end zone ahead. They bring him down, but that is a huge play for this passing game. Big gain.
Hey, listen, this game isn't over yet. The defense can't get too comfortable with this lead, and I know the coach isn't content with giving up plays like that at any point in the game.
The back's got it. Got space looking for the end zone here. Tackle at the 1-yard line. Couldn't quite get in, but an excellent run.
Well, depending on the temperament of the head coach, he's either turning to the bench and screaming, where in the heck was that all been? Or maybe he's just kind of keeping that to himself, thinking, all right, maybe this is something to build on. Maybe something positive can come out of this. You're going to have some bad games from time to time. We'll see how he gets his team ready in the future. That right there, that's what they've been looking for all game.
Keep it on the ground, trying to power in for the touchdown. He goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Well, how about this defense? Just so physical against the run. These guys have not been able to do anything on the ground, and it's because of that defensive line and those linebackers taking away the run game.
Cannot escape him. Down he goes.
Man, how about the job by this defense? I mean, we really expected this offense to be able to come into this game, put up big yards and a lot of points, and here we are in the fourth quarter. Collectively, they don't even have 200 yards total offense, and they just seem to be out of sync. Give all the credit to the defensive coordinator and those defensive players and the way they're putting this pressure on this quarterback and this offense.
And that kick right down the middle. Can't hit it any better than that. So they get the 3 points, but this remains a large deficit.
Snap, the hold, the kick, everything there perfect to put 3 points up here for the offense.
He'll return it from inside the 10-yard line. Stop at the 22. That's pretty solid coverage there. So here comes the Notre Dame offense back onto the field. This group has been clicking. They've really built momentum. Can the defense make adjustments? Come up with a stop here. Here's some pre-snap movement in the backfield. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Crossing the 35. Oh, and he breaks free. It's a foot race. Steps out of bounds, but not before a huge gain on the ground. Fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Use that running game, trying to bleed the clock here. They stop him at the 22. This offense in great scoring position now.
What a shot, right? I mean, this guy once again gets his hands on the football, and great things seems to happen. He's over 120 yards on the day, and it's really been a combination of his vision and speed.
Got space, looking to score. Touchdown, Notre Dame. And the round is on. So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. And the PAT is good as they continue to pull away even more. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. And it's fielded. Returner trying to create a big play here. returner is brought down. Gets it started with the next drive. And here comes the Florida State offense on the field. This has been a long afternoon for this offense. All that's left, got to get some consolation points here. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Finds a receiver in the middle of the field. And he will make the first down. Tackled at the 26. A new set of downs after that completion. And looking to throw now on 1st down. And that pass rush has trapped him. It's a sack.
It is a sack party out there for this defense. Everything going their way. You know that this offense is going to try to throw the football down by such a big margin late in the game. And this defensive line is bringing the heat. They come up with another sack.
So a tricky situation here. 3rd and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. And he decides to just throw it away. That's going to bring up 4th down now. And the Noles will bring their punt team onto the field. He's got some daylight turning on the speed. And the returner is brought down. And the Notre Dame offense back out on the field. They've really protected home turf well here today. What a satisfying victory. So here's the first play of the drive now. They begin at the 41. A handoff to the back. Breaks loose at the 45. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain. More than enough to pick up a first down.
You know, I'd say this run is pretty emblematic of what we've seen all day long. No matter what they've done on offense, the guys up front have controlled the line of scrimmage. They've given the quarterback time to throw. They've been able to run, really, whatever they've wanted to. That's why.
Oh, and he fumbles. Recovered by the offense and good for first down yardage. Now the offense will take a timeout here with 30 seconds remaining.
Wow, that is big time away.
Hold on here a second. The replay booth has signaled they want to take another look at this one. So after taking a closer look, the officials are going to overturn that previous ruling on the field. And the wideout goes in motion. A pop pass on the jet sweep. Got a lane. Can he get in? Touchdown, Irish. Stretching the lead. This one is getting ugly.
Coaches love to see a football team that doesn't get caught up in the scoreboard. They're just out executing and doing what needs to be done. That's what we're seeing from this offense. Yeah, they continue to put points on the board and they're pulling away. I just love to see the execution and how they're going about their business.
See if they can convert the point after. The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. Fields it just outside the goal line. And the coverage seam gets the returner to the ground. And the Florida State offense heads back onto the field. This one has been a beatdown for the ages, a demolition, an evisceration. It's the running back in the flat, and the defense swarms not much of a gain on that completion.
Chris, now that we're in the final couple minutes of this game, it's a good time to just kind of step back and appreciate the job this defense has done throughout the entire game. They've applied pressure. They've been physical at the line of scrimmage. Good job in space, and a big part of the reason that they have such a big lead today.
Well, frankly, Kirk, we hope for games that are a little bit more suspenseful. This one got out of hand early, ended up being a rout.
That's putting it nicely, Chris, right? This was a complete blowout. A solid performance in all areas by this team. Their coaches should be proud of